yung bilang ng imposter eh.
Okay, go lang.
Oh shit!
Hi, Cristel.
Sad.
Hirap naman yun. Uy, nag-double kill sila. 7.
So we're back, guys. 77 is 2.2 times 77, 140. So I guess this will be the start of our episode 2. Yeah, doing module 1. Now you'll be watching me study for, I think this will be 30 minutes or an hour, depends on how well I can understand this. But as far as I know myself, I don't really understand much when it comes to reading. But I think we can do things. Lecture slides.
And all is connected. This eye is not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth. There is nothing to fear. Yeah. I see what you mean.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll
so I'll just voice over. I'll do a voiceover. So now I'm currently reading the problem. BMI Calculator. Create a C program that will compute for the body mass index of a given height and weight. After calculating the BMI, the program will also tell under which category, underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese, it belongs to. The user will be given two choices before entering the height and weight. The menu must loop repeatedly until the next option is entered. Make sure to have proper error prompts. A. Enter in kilograms and centimeters. This will ask for the weight in kilograms and height in centimeters. B. Enter in pounds and feet. This will ask for the weight in pounds and height in feet. C. Exit. Once chosen, the program must terminate. Then for a journal or blog for Module 1, summarize what you have learned about the topics in Module 1, what problems have you encountered in answering the exercise. How were you able to solve them? And so here we are, as you can see, we are in Word, and I'm now going to create a flowchart of what we are supposed to do. Most of you who knows me, I don't really do flowcharts, but for the sake of this video, and hopefully you could understand more what the problem wants us to do, let's make a flowchart. So here we are. We have three options after asking user input. For this one, we have the either continue, exit, or other input, which means if we put another input, which is neither continue nor exit, it will just go back and ask for another user input. And now if they pressed exit, we must terminate our program. And if they press continue, what we're going to do is we're going to ask for their height, their height, then their weight. Then of course, after doing both of it, we're going to ask them their BMI. No, we are going to calculate their BMI. After calculating their BMI, we are going to check whether they are underweight, normal weight, or overweight. After that, what I wanted to do was we are going to ask them again if they want to try again or they want to exit. So we're back, guys. Sorry for the change in audio since our mic just arrived this morning. So we are going to continue what we have started yesterday. I just troubleshoot my program since I'm still new in C. I got the logic right, I guess, but the syntax is a bit hard since I literally just started learning the lessons yesterday. And so this is what we have after asking my prof and checking how to do this, because I found out that it's hard to manipulate strings in C, and we have a built-in functions for them. So I just changed them to be integers, floats instead. Here is our final program for our assignment. So here we are. We have the BMI Calculator. So we are asked to create a C program that will compute for the body mass index of a given height and weight. After calculating the BMI, the program must also tell under which category it belongs to. So here we are. The user will be given two choices before entering height and weight. The menu loop must stop repeatedly until the exit option is entered. Yeah, make sure you have the proper error prompts. So for A, yeah, it will ask for kilograms and centimeters, and another option is pounds and feet. Then exit once chosen, the program must terminate. I'll just put it here. Anyways, here we are. We have our program, and I have removed some of the features, I guess, of the program that made it a bit confusing, and added plenty of additional lines. So let us start. What do you call this? Let us start by running our Ubuntu program. Now we wanted to check a certain path. cdmnt c program. No, it's case sensitive. C programs. Then we can do ls gcc -o. What can be the name? Let's just put hi. Oh, forgot something. 1.c. So while true. So apparently true doesn't exist, but I found out that 1 has the same value as true. So let's see that hi. So it asks for our name, which is for me, I'll just put my surname. Exit or continue. Invalid answer. Yeah. Oh, what happened here? It entered 543. I think we can just remove it asks for a name. This is the BMI calculator. Would you like to exit or although we can also include it. Continue 1 or exit. What's your name? Oh, no, I remember. No, I don't. What? If action 1 did this, action 2. Oh, it should be number 2. I'm screwed. So, sorry. We have done it again. Should we even ask for our name? Now, why did it go to a loop? And when did it start? Like to continue or to exit or continue? Now I remember why. We did this. But if we enter the string, that's when it starts going nuts. So we have 3. Yeah. We got it right. I guess we can just still ask for the name. No. Else if action equals to, should change this to 2 as well. There. Then we can Repeat our. This is BMI Calculator. What's your name? Man. Okay. Let's start with 1. You have chosen to. Now we have the option in kilograms, centimeters, pounds, or feet. 1. Let's say I'm 77 and I reach 165 centimeters. If I'm right, I'm overweight. Yeah, I'm overweight. Whoa. 28. Now let's see. Okay, we have terminated the program. What's your name? Man again. Yeah. Terminate. Okay, 1. That. So I found out about C is that if you enter a wrong kind of information, such as if you're asking a string, then you input numbers, I think, or it could work. But if you're asking an integer and you have characters as an input, it's just going to loop, I guess, if I understand it correctly. Oh, what's happening here? Why are we lagging? I think we can just do this. Okay, I think now we are going to run it again and try in centimeters and feet. Oh no, I mean pounds and feet. We have HI. What's your name, man? Now we continue. We choose weight in pounds. 77 is 2.2 times 77, 140, 154, 154, 155. 155.54, 54, I guess. Height in feet is, so we're 5 feet and how many inches? 5. 12 divided by 5. I know 5 divided by 12 should be, we have roughly 5.4. 5.417. No, 5.4. So we have 480. No, 5.6 and another 80. 5.6. 80 divided by 12, 5.6, another 6, 5.6. I'm going to show you what's happening here. There, I'm going to make a new one. This is actually the original thing that I did when I don't know anything about how C works. I was thinking about Python as I programmed. Okay, so we're not going to do this much. I think we're not going to discuss about this since I don't know, it's going to take time. So here we are. I'm going to copy the whole code and start doing stuff. Okay, so we're first going to BMI Calculator. This is a waste of space. Yeah, I need to do this. Okay, so here we are. What we have here on our current program is we're going to put them in a loop so that if it has another input, we can just repetitively go around. And since here, after giving the description, they have an option to return to the start of the program or terminate program. So wait, let me just put an arrow. I forgot to put an arrow here. Okay, anyways, here we are. Here we have our flowchart. There's actually two more options here, and yeah, we gave them the option from continue to choose whether their height will be on centimeters. Let's pretend these are the two options. Yeah, design. Now insert shapes. We got the shapes wrong. Okay, here we are. There and here. Insert section shapes. There we go. Anyways, what we have here on our first three main lines is this one. Ask a user input whether they want to continue, which is this one. We made them choose 1, and this for 2, and for the other input here, invalid answer. Since it's neither continue nor exit, after this we're going to put them back to the start, in which the do while loop is the one, what do you call this, is the thing that we used. We can also do a while loop instead of a do while. Well, the loop is true, just repetitively go through it. Then we have the else, which we are going to use to break, no, else if exit, then break the loop. Anyways, let us continue. This is both of the the other inputs for else and exit. We don't really have much to do with them since they have nothing inside them. If they exit, they just exit the program, in which the code that we put there is return 0. Then if other input, just repeat else. Do nothing, just type in valid answer, then loop again. Anyways, this is where things get a bit rough. Now we are going to delete this for a while, and this one. There. And I think we can do this. Nah, I don't think I'll use much of my time doing it. Anyways, for this line of codes, what we did here is, after they chose continue, we asked them first whether they want to enter in kilograms or centimeters or pounds and feet here, in which both of those options gave off height. They asked for the height and weight here. If action 1, which is whether it is kilograms or centimeters, we asked them for their weight. Here's the weight and here's the height. Then from there, I converted the centimeters into meters, which is the final height, F height. For the kilograms, we don't need to do anything with it since we use kilograms in our BMI calculator. And else if action 2, which is the other option, pounds and feet, we ask them for how much pounds do they weigh. Then we calculate the final weight by dividing it by 2.2 because of the conversion. Then the other thing is the height in feet. So we have a decimal point, we turn them into inches, which is this. Then we turn them into meters there, because 2.54 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. 2.54 divided by 100 is 0.0254, which turns centimeters to meters, and we just put them together. Here we have the final height plus 12 times 0.0254, and then we change the action into 1. The first problem that I encountered with doing a do while loop in this case is that while this is true, we are just going to repetitively do these actions. When it is false, that's when we end that loop. However, if I ask whether the action B is 1 or the action B is 2, then if either of them is true, we cannot exit the loop. And if they put an invalid choice, we're just going to loop them again. Yeah, because so far this is how I made a logic out of it. Made the conditional statements. I just turned this into action B turns into number 1, then they have the same value in the end. So if it's not equal to 1, we can just quit the loop. Now here we calculated the final BMI, which is outside the loop. Here we calculate BMI, then we categorize them using if-else statements. Here's the if-else statements. BMI equals to less than 18.5. We have underweight. BMI less than. Now the thing about if-else statement, the thing about them is that if one of them is correct, then they won't proceed to check on the other statements. So if, for example, this is done, they're not going to run this. And so with that logic, we can therefore just put individual commands on what to print. So yeah, we just put in the name in BMI, then manually change the words. And so in the end, we ask if they want to try again or continue, in which it asks for another value for action, which is our first action. Wait. In which it overwrites the value of action. Yeah. and if they chose 2, we terminate the program. If 2 terminates the program, and if 1 or another value, it just repeats the loop again. And therefore, this is the BMI calculator. Ask for the name again, then continue or exit, then ask for the value of action if 1. Then that's how I did this assignment. What we have now we are going to discuss what we have learned about topics in module 1. What problems have you encountered in answering the exercise, and how were we able to solve them? Okay, so here's our journal, I guess. So what we have learned in module 1 is that we just learned the basic commands of what I learned new about module 1 is the switch statements, wherein there are cases to check, and it checks every one of them. So in order to get out immediately, like if we have finished case 1 and we don't want it to check for case 2, 3, 4, we need to put them into break. And of course, I actually want to try to what do you call this, to have to program this in cases in which I am going to use strings, but I'm not sure. I don't even know if that's going to work, since another thing that I learned is that strings are hard to manipulate in C. I had a hard time because of the strings, to be honest. I wasted about 2 hours yesterday. The earlier part of this video was done yesterday, and in the end I just removed the strings completely, almost all, then just turned them into numbers instead, which was much easier. And what problems have you encountered? First of all is the syntax. I really need to get used in the syntax. And my encounter with manipulating strings are the one that is hard. So I just asked for I just chose another option to tackle the problem. That's how I solved them. And another thing that I learned is to abandon all your knowledge in Python, because that's what I did, and that's what I failed to do. That made me have a bit it made me waste a bit of my time, I guess. So I guess that will be all for now. I'm going to have the second module or the 3rd episode next. I don't know. I don't even know when is this going to be finished, to be honest. So I hope you learned something, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will enjoy this series. Please like, share if you want. Not sure if I'm going to put this in YouTube as of now, but I guess that will be all. Bye guys.